Hey girls, welcome back. So for today's video, Liz and I are talking, the school year is starting, it has begun, and we're planning out our budget, and we're like, yo, how are we making money,
Yeah.
Because I don't know if you guys have noticed, if you've left your house in the past 6 months or so, but there's like this little thing called a pandemic going on. It's taking away basically all of our opportunities that we would usually have to make money, and we need to think outside the box now more than ever to keep on hustling and keep on making money.
That's right. So while the pandemic might be an excuse for you to wear the same pair of sweatpants and sweatshirts day after day after day, it is not an excuse for you girls to stop or not be able to make money. So here we go. We're going to give you 5 ways that some are creative, some are less so, but we just want to remind you that there are ways to make money and you can do it. So Tali's going to get us started.
Okay, so the first thing you have to think about is understand school starting and in a totally new educational environment. And that is because we're online, maybe you're online, everyone's online at least like once a day, once a week,
Minimum.
So with that comes a crazy opportunity that I don't know about you, but I'm 100% taking advantage of, and that is helping the younger children, I'm talking 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th graders, adjust to remote school. And that can be, just having them log on to your Zoom for half an hour, once a day, maybe twice a week, where you're billing their parents, solid amount for that half an hour. And you're just saying, Charlie, did you do your homework today? Did you learn your math worksheet today? Just keeping Charlie up to date on what he's supposed to be learning. Or you can take it one step further and actually create an entire Zoom tutoring business. There are so many resources online. If you're teaching reading, if you're teaching a language, look up whatever topic you're teaching with resources. You could share your screen on Zoom. Keep the Zoom probably half an hour because,
kids' attention spans, guys, is like
it's
already in person, it's so low. Like over a screen, it's just even worse. So something else that you could do for little kids is babysitting. I know that a lot of people are still not comfortable with you entering their homes and things are really difficult in some areas. It's less strict than others, but the fact or the reality is that parents' jobs are still from 9 to 5, usually, right? The normal work day. What time are these kindergarteners, these 1st graders finishing? I'll tell you,
3 p.m.
Not 5 o'clock. So it's really helpful for parents to be like, Tali, can you come over for 3 hours and just entertain my kid, help him with homework, and stay for an extra hour so I have time to make dinner and kind of like debrief. So really, babysitting is not fully off the table. You just have to
babysit
kind of
outside.
Yeah. Oh my God, I didn't even think about that. Like you could just, while the weather's
nice, bring them to a park.
Yeah, literally
also,
whatever.
Something that I have seen, if you go on Facebook mom groups, these moms are desperate. Like, I'm talking about serious opportunities. Scroll, every single post is looking for someone to help my child adjust to remote schooling, looking for a tutor, looking for a pod teacher. If you have any experience whatsoever teaching, you will, I don't want to say guarantee, I really think you'll be able to get a job.
Even if it's just supervision. But anyway, now let's move into more high school, college students. So again, even though it's super hard for these little kids who are having maybe their first educational experience being online, like it's not that much easier for college students. I know that I'm really struggling. The classes that are so boring that like I would have forced myself to pay attention to and take notes in person, I'm struggling so much to like stay interacted with, and like I'm texting people like, do you have notes? Like, what's going on?
Because you still want that A. Like,
obviously, I still need that A, and I'm doing everything I can to get it. But on the other end, so many people have been messaging me like, hey, Liz, like I saw you posted a few years ago, like that you had notes or homeworks or, sample tests for this course. Like, do you still have those? Are you still selling it? And I'm like, oh my God, like, yeah. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. Sell it over and over and over again. This is not novel. This is not a new idea. But tutoring, peer tutoring, it's so in demand. People need help. Overachievers like us are not gonna like lower their standards. We still need those A's. So people are looking, get yourself out there, find a way for you to figure it out.
Now more than ever, like the A is easier to get, I find, online because teachers, everyone has lowered their standards. Let's be honest here. So really all you need is a really good set of notes to get that A, and we can provide that.
True. So actually speaking about lowering your standards, COVID and the pandemic had a way of lowering everyone's standards. That being said, listen, I do my makeup. It's not professional. Like I figured it out, I started putting on makeup in 9th grade, and here I am, a college student, and the malls are closed, but it's not closed, and what's continuing to happen, senior pictures, yearbook pictures, literally all these events are still happening, and the malls are having all these restrictions, and girls are like having trouble, you know, like an entire high school has pictures on the same day, you know, they can't find places to do it. So people just randomly texting me like, hey Liz, like, can you do my makeup? I'm like, do I even do makeup?
Hey,
like,
guess who started a business?
I was just like, sure, like I'll do your makeup. And like, I couldn't charge a lot. I charged $20 because I'm not professional at all. Like, I have no experience. I don't even have their shade. I'm like, just bring your makeup too, because I don't know, like, imagine me putting my colors on top. Like, that just wouldn't work. But it was just crazy because after I did one person, like 2 other people texted me, and I was just like,
it's just like such a crazy circle.
It's
and it
a
lets
snowball
you
effect.
Liz texted me, she's like, I think I just started a makeup business and I didn't even realize it. And like, I feel like we're always talking about start that business, but especially in COVID, way number 2 to make money is start a business. You know, do what Liz did, start
hair,
really cheap.
makeup, nails, what else?
Like waxing. Do you know how to watch a YouTube video that shows you how to order wax for $10 on Amazon and rip it off someone's eyebrows? Amazing. Start a business. You know, like sewing. I feel like we're always saying this, but now more than ever, because your competition they're closed. I'm sorry, a pandemic's going on. You will get so much more business. And if you have been waiting for us to tell you yet again to start a business, here it is.
Now's your chance, ladies. Go for it. No excuses.
Moving on to our third way to make money in a pandemic. I don't know if your parents are still going to the supermarket, but I feel like everyone I know has been Instacarting. It's like everyone.
Or they're paying an insane delivery fee from the grocery.
Absolutely not. But there are, you know how we feel about
my
these.
mom's doing that, I think.
Oh man, I'm going to text her after this video.
Yeah, you should.
But all these apps, you know, Instacart, Shipt, I don't know all the rest of them because everyone just uses those two. They are hiring, and they are hiring fast. So let's say your school semester schedule is pretty free right now, you know.
And you listened to Tali and I's advice in our college video, and you left some time in your schedule to get that part-time job. Good job, by the way. We're proud of you.
It's amazing. Then you have a few hours to maybe become an Instacart or a Shipt driver. And I've never done it, but literally my friends did this the entire summer, and they had the best time ever. Basically, you get a list of someone else's groceries, you go to the supermarket for them, and you deliver it to their house. You make pretty solid cash. I want to say at least minimum wage, which during a pandemic, you know.
You can't ask for more. People are literally filing for unemployment on the daily. Like, it's scary. Get whatever you can.
Especially if you have those hours anyways. Instead of watching yet another Netflix series this pandemic, you know, make use of your time, sign up. It's so easy and there's so much demand, so take advantage.
Okay, so the next thing that we want to talk to you about is something that you girls have probably done already. And if you haven't done this, did you even live through a 6 months quarantine? I literally wonder, but I don't know about you. When I get super bored, all I do is go through my closet and I declutter and I reorganize, and I find time and time again, even if I do it like within 1 week, I'm like,
it's so fun.
It's crazy, but like I get rid of so much. And what happens when you get rid of stuff? You do not throw it in the trash. You sell it online.
Poshmark, Depop, eBay,
I don't even know what you could sell it on. Figure it out and just sell all your stuff. Like,
you can make so much money.
That skirt that I showed you in
our closet video.
Our closet video. Like, why is it still in my closet? I gotta sell that. I don't know why anyone would buy it. But you know what I did? I made the mistake. Maybe someone else will also. So if you're decluttering, if you're reorganizing, number 1, you should maybe even make that a business. Like, go into your friends' closets and do that.
Oh my gosh, so fun.
But number 2 is just like sell this stuff that you're not using, because your yuck is someone else's yum.
And also, we're saying it yet again, it's so easy to sell your stuff online. I feel like I used to think it was so hard, and I'm like, I can declutter, but I can't put it online. It's literally a matter of taking a picture, uploading a quick description, saying if it's new or used or whatever, and it's there, it's done. You know,
it's literally like Instagram.
And then like you ship it. That's it. It's just such easy money, and come on, you're home anyways. No excuses.
It's true.
So the last way that we are giving you to make money during this pandemic is if you are driving, you're over 16, you have your license. 1, great job, killing it. 2, take advantage of that license. And we are talking about carpooling for parents. Like we said before, the education system is totally different now. Many schools are in person at least a few times a week. But most buses, I don't know about your siblings,
most buses,
not running.
Even if they are running, most parents don't feel comfortable sending their kids on a bus full of 50 kids, but they would feel comfortable if, like, you know, on the block, you know, you all go to the same school, so let's have a carpool.
Let's all wear masks in the car, be very socially distant, but you know, that way you can maybe start class at 10:30 a few times a week. Say to this mom in your neighborhood, you know, I know Charlene Happens with Charlie from before, goes to the class, I would love to really ensure his health and safety and drive him to school a few times a week at a very discounted rate. Sick.
Done. Literally done. So easy. And yeah.
This does require you getting up early. Now that I'm talking about it, like...
But it could also be like you finish, like, what time do you finish class? Sometimes 1:15 in the afternoon. Again, parents' jobs, guess what? They're still from 9 to 5, sometimes even later, because when you're working from home, you know, they like dilly-dally, they like make themselves lunch, they like do some work around the house, go grocery shopping.
Dishes.
Yeah, so they have to add on some extra time at the end, and that means that they can't pick their kids up from school. But if you're part of a carpool, you know it's really stressful. Guys, get on it. I don't like it's
even
honestly
anyway,
a good idea.
like if you're driving, there's a way to make money during this pandemic. Like
yeah, for sure.
Instacart, carpool, think about it. And I feel like what we just need to end off saying is like, sit down for 5 seconds and be like, what are my strengths and how can I make money off of it during this pandemic? Makeup, hair, driving, whatever it is, tutoring, teaching. There's a way to make money. There's so much demand right now. And we are really empowering you all to take advantage, especially during this time.
And remember, standards have been lowered. So even if you're not the next Picasso or you're not super, super talented, makeup, for example, like you don't need to be, you just have to be able to put yourself out there and give people the opportunity to contact you and ask you for your services. Anyway, that's all we have for now. If you girls have any ideas, please send them our way because you are looking at the 2 biggest hustlers. We need to make bank.
Ow! We fully just banked heads. Sorry about that.
Okay, we are trying to make money as well during this pandemic. So we hope that you learn from us. We hope that we can learn from you and we can get this conversation started. Again, if you haven't smiled yet today,
smile.
Put a smile on your face
and
go make the world a better place. We love you guys. Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Bye.